Welcome to Narrations. Soaring to Air Force One. Wolfgang Petersen's 1997 action thriller that packs a patriotic punch. Get ready for a high-flying fight. Let's take control. Moscow. President James Marshall, a Vietnam vet, stands at a Kremlin podium, his voice firm, vowing never to negotiate with terrorists after U.S. forces captured General Ivan Radek, a Kazakh warlord fueling Soviet unrest. Hours later, Marshall boards Air Force One, a fortress in the sky, with his wife Grace, poised and warm, daughter Alice, a spunky 12-year-old, and aides like Chief of Staff Lloyd Shepard and Press Secretary Melanie Mitchell. Secret Service agents, led by Gibbs, scan the plane. Unaware 6 Russian radicals, posing as journalists, slip aboard, led by Ivan Korshunov, cold-eyed and ruthless, their press badges hiding guns. As the plane cruises at 35,000 feet, Korshunov's men strike, shooting agents, blood-splattering bulkheads, seizing the cockpit. Passengers scream. Alice clutching Grace. As Korshunov demands Radek's release or hostages die, Marshall, hustled toward an escape pod, refuses to flee, slipping into the cargo hold, his face set, a soldier's instincts kicking in. He grabs a phone, contacting Vice President Catherine Bennett, steely in D.C.'s Situation Room, facing hawkish General Northwood, urging military action, and Defense Secretary Walter Dean, advocating restraint. Korshunov, his accent thick, executes a hostage on live TV. Melanie's body crumpling, her glasses skittering across the floor, warning Bennett to comply. Marshall, crawling through the plane's guts, finds a dead agent's gun, sweat dripping, ambushing a terrorist, snapping his neck in a silent chokehold. He dumps the body out a hatch, signaling DC he's alive. Bennett stalls. Russian diplomats stonewalling as Radek's men in Moscow prepare his breakout. Marshall reaches a secure fax line, coordinating with Bennett, but Korshunov hacks the call, taunting him. "You can't hide, Mr. President." Marshall finds a weapons cache, strapping on a vest, his hands steady, taking out another hijacker in a galley, bullets punching through steel. Grace pleads with Korshunov, who slaps her, Alice sobbing, as he drags them to the conference room, zip-tying hostages. Marshall discovers Major Caldwell, a loyal aide wounded but alive, and frees him, their whispers tense under flickering lights. Korshunov executes another hostage, Shepard's deputy, blood pooling, escalating threats. Marshall sabotages the plane's fuel, dumping it over the ocean, forcing Korshunov to demand a mid-air refueling, buying time. Bennett orders a refueling tanker while F-15s shadow Air Force One, pilots sweating in cockpits. Marshall and Caldwell ambush 2 more terrorists, a firefight erupting, bullets ricocheting, a grenade blasting a hole in the fuselage, wind howling. Marshall kills a hijacker, his face grim, but Korshunov grabs Alice, gun to her head, forcing Marshall to surrender, hands raised, his eyes burning. Radek's release begins. TV showing his prison gates opening. Bennett's face taut, torn between lives and principle. Grace, in a desperate move, stabs Gibbs, revealed as a traitor, with a broken glass, blood dripping, as Marshall tackles Korshunov, strangling him, snarling, "Get off my plane." His body slumping lifeless. The plane, crippled, spirals, warning lights flashing. Russian MiGs loyal to Radek, attack, missiles streaking. F-15s engaging in a dogfight, explosions lighting the night. AC-130 rescue plane arrives, dropping a zipline, agents sliding aboard Air Force One. Evacuating hostages. Marshall pilots the plane, hands gripping controls, dodging MiG fire as Bennett halts Radek's release, his men shooting him dead in Moscow, cheers erupting in D.C. The C-130 airlifts Grace, Alice, and survivors, but Gibbs, wounded, shoots Caldwell, lunging at Marshall, who shoves him out the hatch, his scream fading. The plane's engines fail, ocean looming. Marshall clips onto the zipline, pulled to safety, collapsing in Grace's arms. Alice clinging tight. Air Force One crashes into the sea, waves swallowing its tail. At Andrews Air Force Base, dawn breaks. Marshall, battered but standing, saluted by troops. Bennett shaking his hand, a nation cheering. Petersen's direction, pulse-pounding action, raw stakes, and 90s bravado make every scene a patriotic thrill. Hope this high-flying thrill gripped you. If Air Force One pumped you up, hit that like button, share with your action-loving friends, and subscribe to Narrations for more nostalgic hits. Watch this July 4th classic. It's a must-see. See you next time.